Hi friends, Briggs Wallace here. Today we're going to talk about how to talk to your spirit guides. I know a lot of us feel that we have spirit guides and they come in the form of angels, they come in the form of spirits, they come in the form of God, they come in the form of, you finish that, right? They're specific to you and you feel them and you want to have a relationship with them. But how do we do that? How do we cultivate a relationship with our spirit guides? Well, the first thing is just that we have to ask. There's a spiritual law that we have free will. Humans have free will. So unless we specifically ask our guides for help or support, they are not allowed to intervene. So it's up to us to say, hey, angels of the highest frequency, please help me, right? I need help with the next step for my career. I need help finding my way to joy and expansiveness and abundance. Please help me and give me a sign, right? So that's one way you could ask. What I like to ask is, angels of the highest frequency, please help me in a time and space called now with grace, joy, and ease. I find that to be very valuable because I want to be really specific about how I want help. I don't need to grow through struggle or loss anymore. I always want to grow with grace, joy, ease, and a little comedy, okay? Right? A little bit of lightening up. So that brings me to the point. Specificity is really, really important, right? We don't just order anything from Thai food and expect to get our favorite dish, green curry, right? I'm not just like, I'd like Thai food. And they're like, great, it's on the way. No, you say you want green curry, you'd like it with chicken, no celery, and brown rice, please, right? And then you expect it to come. So the same is true of asking your guides. It's really important that you're specific about what you want and need, and you take the energy and time to clarify that. The other thing is that your spirit guides aren't going to yell at you. They're not going to get louder. You have to get more quiet. So that's very important. So a great way to get more quiet in your mind is to address your monkey mind, right? So that we all have that monkey mind, that inner voice that's, oh, I gotta go get groceries and now I have to pick up the kids and how much is my bank account? Did I pay that bill? Right? And so we are tuning into a different vibration when we're talking to our spirit guides, and it's much more subtle in between realms. So one great way to start emptying out and making empty space in your mind is to still your mind through meditation. Now, all of my clients say, meditation is hard and I can't do it. And I said, yes, meditation is hard, but you can do hard things, right? It's a muscle that you have to practice to still your mind. It's a skill, it's a craft, and you craft it over time by sitting on your mat and trying again. Your best every day is going to look differently, and you just allow it to. But over time, cumulatively, your mind gets more still, and you're able to be more empty. And that emptiness and spaciousness is where spirit can come through. Now, another key factor to talking to your guides is believing in them and having a mustard seed of hope that they are there and that you trust them to handle things and that you guys are in relationship and in a conversation. So part of that conversation is that it needs to be clear, right? We talked about that already, but what's another way we can make it clear? Well, you want to separate different times for asking and receiving, right? So maybe you always say your prayers at night, right before you go to bed. And that's a really good time for you to ask, right? And then you wake up in the morning and you meditate first thing. And then for me, I do something like going into the garden or going for a hike or getting my dogs out in nature, right? And I open up to receiving during that time. That's my container for receiving messages. And so what that does is it allows you to shoot up a really clear message to make sure that they get it. And it also gives you more ease in clarifying, right? And and hearing the subtle messages that they bring back to you. Because if we're going like this all the time, ask, receive, I want this. No, that's confusing. It's hectic. We want to create a complete cycle for it to be able to come back to us with grace, joy, and ease. And so creating this relationship where it is a back and forth, it is a relationship. You can just allow the support to come in when you ask for it. And, one of the best ways to anticipate it is by going ahead and saying thank you. Thank you, guides, for being there with me. I ask for your support with grace, joy, and ease within my relationship. I ask that you bring us into clear understanding and harmony. Thank you for your support and guidance on how I can do my part in this. And here's the next part, where I'm going to ask for a sign, a specific sign for them to confirm that they've heard me. So for me, since my receiving time is out in nature, I ask for a sign through plants or animals, right? I might ask for a sign from the perfect animal to make its existence known to me in a way that I can easily understand that I have been heard, right? And then I have to open up to things not being linear. The spiritual realm is not linear. It's not A plus B equals C. It is, right? So we have to allow it to be, right? So maybe I did that, and then guess what? I didn't see an animal, but guess what I saw? A robin's egg right in front of me. And what do eggs symbolize? But fertility and birth and new awakenings, right? So we have to open up to the language of spirit as well. We want to be open, we want to be receptive, we want to be clear, and we want to allow. And we can. Ask and it is given. Do your part. Start asking. Thanks for joining me on my journey. If you like this video, check out some of my other ones. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. I'd love to know more about your journey and what you're up to and where you are. If you're interested in coaching services, check out the link in the description and my website. Many blessings and much love.